Right there. That's all we got now. Hey there, kitty. What are you doing? Are you the newest addition to the vintage family? She's still a little skittish. Yeah, meet Valley, the valiant kitten. Anyway, on this episode of I Guess All I Work On Is A-Bodies, this car. Y'all been asking for me to fix the exhaust on this thing, and well, I guess it's finally time I get to doing that. Now, for those of you who don't know this car for whatever reason, or just can't remember past 2 hours ago, this is the 1973 Plymouth Scamp that I bought from none other than Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage. Now, one of the things that people bugged him about fixing, and now they're bugging me, is that keep telling me, hey, get rid of this ugly piece of exhaust pipe. Well, it is finally time that I do that because, yeah, it kind of scrapes on my girlfriend's mother's driveway. I can't be having that. Another thing that annoys me is that that muffler is all cattywampus and actually contacts that frame rail there, or should I say subframe. Now, of course, under this hood, you know, the dimly lit engine bay is a 225 cubic inch slant 6. So with this, even though it's got the dual pipe setup coming out of the exhaust manifold that was custom done by none other than Jeff, the builder of this car, it's not a performance-oriented engine. This is going for gas mileage. Now, I will be rebuilding another slant for this car in the coming future, but it is going to be quite some time from now. So really all I'm trying to do is just fix a problem that's back there that looks silly and is not the most functional for what I'm using this car for. So anyway, I got to jacking it up. And yes, I know, chrome socket on an impact. I like to do things manually and I didn't feel like taking the other thing out. Also, just by the way, I do have the wheels chalked. Just so we're all aware. By the way, what do y'all think of the red drive shaft? I think it's kind of neat. So anyway, the bulk of the problem is going to be with the positioning of this muffler. So luckily it just has these little band clamps front, and there's another one way, you know, I guess that's the front, this is the back. But I'm going to go ahead and get that apart, get this whole system redone, get it out, so that way I can have a center in, side out instead of side in, center out, to make this to where it fits under this car a little better. So while I'm over here doing exhaust things, she's putting up the freedom flag. Isn't that right?
I'm decorating.
Yeah. Trying to figure out where it goes. Once you're done with that, I got something else I need you to put up. I may not be sponsored, but Rob Z, if you watch this one's for you. We got to get this put up finally.
Jigs.
Yeah. You ever called them, by the way? If y'all have it, it's kind of funny because on the phone they go, "Thank you for calling Jerks." At the very least they did last year. So first things first, I'm just going to get this little band clamp off up here so that way I can access everything, get this front section off, get the muffler off at the back. And it kind of looks like that muffler's just slipped on there, so this may be a fairly straightforward thing to do. So I got to get the whole little tailpipe section out here, which involves removing these U-bolts for the mounts. But I got to say, you know, I spent a lot of money on these Max brand ratcheting wrenches, but they come in handy. If you can get a set like this, I highly recommend it. All right, got that whole section of pipe out. And of course, since I'm here, I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go grab the keys, fire this thing up, see what it sounds like straight piped. So anyway, let's throw a little bit of fuel at this thing. A little pump shot. Prepared to feel how loud the Slant 6 is? Oh yeah! This is funny. Making short content too. So anyway, can't complain about that. It wasn't too terribly bad, but at the same time, this is daily driver, so I do want to keep the muffler on it. So let's get that thing pulled off and see if I can't get it rearranged. And once we're done doing that, we'll lop that off. All right, well anyway, we've been trying to hammer this thing off and it's not going, so I'm going to revert to fire. Yeah, I'm gonna heat this thing up, try to break it loose, because I'm sure it's just rusted on there. This thing doesn't look like it's been smashed down at all, either front or back, so probably just tight fit, a little bit of rust interference. So I got it out, and the way that I got it out was by using my die grinder and cutting a little slot in the top and the bottom of the pipe there on the section coming out. Now another thing that ended up happening was I did bang and bang and hammer the crap out of this thing. So now there's a hole in this muffler. I can't use it, despite the fact that I already wasn't going to use it anyway. But one thing I noticed was it has a part number right here, 17713. Now this is actually a Thrush turbo muffler. The local parts store has one of these in stock, so I could go with this exact same muffler, but I don't know that I want to do that. Now if I do, then I'm going to have to go center in side out instead of side in center out, because as I mentioned before, this right here was actually contacting the rear subframe of the car, so that's a known problem. But the big problem is, right now is going to be getting this little section out. It's going to be a pain. Tanner 1, muffler 0. I got the pipe out of the muffler. It took cutting and grinding on the other side as well. I did kind of mark this piece of pipe in a couple places, but it's okay. I'll just weld the muffler onto this and call it good. So anyway, got to make a run to the parts store, but before I do, what'd you just say?
This car is a chick magnet.
Yeah, believe it or not, she actually really likes this car.
I mean, just listen to it.
Yeah, whenever it's cold, doesn't run worth a shit.
It sounds more lopey though.
Oh yeah.
Potato, 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 potato.
Dougster, I know you're gonna watch this. I think this car deserves that potato, because the cam goes potato, potato.
No, if it gets sideways, let off of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my phone going out the window.
Anyway, I'm about to record her reaction whenever I do a burnout. How many 4-speed burnouts have I done with you? Like 1?
1 or 2?
I think maybe 2. Anyway, we're going to do a rolling one here. There's traffic coming, so I didn't want to hit it too hard.
I'm recording too.
Muffler acquired! Yeah, I ended up just getting the exact same muffler that I had on it, mainly because I kind of want to get this done today, and also because I had ordered a Thrush welded muffler, but I got to thinking that will only go one way. This is reversible. So this one I can do center in, side out, whereas the welded muffler would only be side in, center out, which would put me in the exact same predicament that I was in with the old muffler that was on this car, where it was banging up against that frame rail. So with this, I can put it in there the way that I want it to go, and it will fit correctly. And honestly, I kind of like the sound of these better than welded mufflers on a typical just drive around car. Not saying anything negative about Miss Mary Kay here, just to be clear. Not saying anything negative. It's just that I honestly think this engine will sound better with that turbo muffler. You know what the cool thing is about having a girlfriend who can weld? Is that I'm going to have you weld the muffler to this pipe while I'm doing other stuff on the car. You get to do some practicing on my car.
Yeah. I'm going to make it look better than I did on my own car, because now I've had more practice.
Good.
English.
Yeah, it helps whenever you don't cross up your words like she did before.
Blah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. She's getting better than she was. Definitely getting better than she was. Well, it's official. That weird piece of exhaust tubing is off the car. And over there, the muffler's welded to the main little piece of pipe. Now, I made this fancy contraption here to clean up the inside of this pipe to make it to where it's just a little bit nicer. You see, you just cut a couple little slices out like this. It's a trick I learned from none other than David Fizard. So it makes it to where it'll kind of bend around places, and it's good for polishing radiuses and whatnot. I introduced to you the new exhaust tip. So of course I'm not going to weld it on right now because I don't want it to be like upside down or anything. So we're going to get the rest of the exhaust system put back in this thing, get the tailpipe section slipped onto the muffler, and once we get it to that point, get it to where the main clamp back there is on, then we'll put this on. You ready for the reveal? It's going to be good. Right there! That's all we got now. It's not this humongous thing just out in the way. It's actually something reasonable. All it is just a little 2 1/4 inch turn down, but it's welded on there for the most part. There's a little bit I couldn't get to up at the very top, but about 2/3 of it's welded up. So here in a second I'm going to fire this thing up and let y'all hear what it sounds like. Scratch that. She's going to fire it up because she just really wants to.
What the hell?
Hey, you know what helps is when the battery's connected. Yeah, you know, good practice. Since I was welding something on the car, I went ahead and disconnected the battery. So, anyway, go again. Seems like it's slightly louder, actually. Nice and reasonable. I like it. Listen to that. Yeah. Cool. In the morning, we'll take her for a drive and see how she is going down the road. Well, at the very least, you don't have this anymore. So, I'm gonna go ahead and fire this thing up. I drove it around a little bit last night, just around the block to get it positioned for parking in this spot a little bit better. And I can tell you, there's a difference in the way that it sounds in the cab because the exhaust isn't coming out over here, so it doesn't echo off of everything. It's coming out the back. But I gotta run into town because I can't leave this just being bare pipe like that. I'm gonna go get some black paint to paint this up. I would have done it last night, but I have no black paint here. Anyway. Yeah, nice and reasonable. It's so weird. You know, despite the car wanting to stall kinda because it's cold, I was so used to this thing echoing off the side of all the buildings. It's a bit odd. Oh, by the way, on different tangents, yeah, I got a rattle in my sway bar again. It's really cool, really cool. Yeah, don't put the early style sway bar with disc brakes. It does not work.
Early style sway bars are for Valiants only.
Anyway, just so you know, she's a grocery getter. So, pretty happy thus far, but we've still got to paint that pipe black. So I went ahead and pulled this bracket off so that way I can go ahead and paint this black and put it back, as one Mr. Lucky Costa always said. I did go ahead and mask off this area. I also have a piece of cardboard here, just, you know, random box I had lying around, and I'm going to use to, you know, shield different stuff as I paint. Can someone tell me why I chose a windy day to do this, though? So anyway, started painting. So I put a coat of Duplicolor flat black inch paint on there because I really just want to make it to where this pipe doesn't really pop. And as you can see, it no longer really pops. So anyway, let's get this masking tape off of here. I wanted the whole thing to come off. Oh yeah, a satisfying pull. I'm gonna have to clean that valance. Oh yeah. Isn't it fun putting all that tape onto something and then immediately pulling it back off? Anyway, I'm gonna let this paint dry, put it back up into position with the mount and everything. Maybe I'll paint this mount. And then once I'm done with that, I'll be finished with the car. Well, I got my desired result. You can barely even see that there's a piece of pipe there. That's exactly what I was going for. I hope none of the cats think I'm cheating on them. I love all cats equally. I bet you've missed me. Aww. Obi. Toby. This dude's getting to be a chunker. This dude already was a chunker. So anyway, with that, I hope y'all enjoyed this. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up here in a little bit and get it ready for a car show that's gonna be this Saturday morning. So with that, it's windy out here. I hope y'all enjoyed. Maybe I'll be like Hayes Garage again. Subscribe. You better not blow up.